Well, let's go in depth on this. Fox 13 News investigative reporter Adam Herberts joining us live in studio. And Adam, you talked with her for some time. Is there any possible explanation that gives legitimacy to her claim?
Well, of course it's possible. I mean, that's why we reached out to her in the first place, to give her a chance to explain what happened. That's why we asked, how is it possible that 4 different agencies all dispute her credentials? Instead of, I don't know, thanking us for the opportunity to explain, she blamed the media, she blamed the media overlords for gaslighting her. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but look, there's really nothing that requires her to prove her credentials to us. That's her choice. However, if she worked at the Utah State Hospital, the state is required to disclose that. If she worked at any state facility, the government is required to disclose that. If she ever received a professional license, the state is required to disclose that. But instead of disclosing any of that information, they did the opposite, and that's why we're here today talking about her credentials.
Okay, and for people who are frustrated and maybe people who feel like they've been defrauded, is there anything they can do?
So my understanding is there have been a few complaints filed with agencies in Florida. That's where she is right now, actually holding an event as we speak. But some agencies told us they're monitoring the situation. They would not confirm or deny whether there's any sort of active investigation. Either way, even if some people find her beliefs controversial, this isn't necessarily a story about her beliefs. Of course, this is the United States. She's allowed to exercise her First Amendment, right? Talking about vaccines or masks or whatever she wants. But when you're selling health products or you're selling tickets to a speech, really you're selling yourself. You're selling your education and your background and your experience. So if you're falsely claiming to have a Ph.D. or that, in this case, that she's a licensed therapist, some people might rely on that information before buying a ticket. But then again, as the anonymous person in our story said, maybe they don't care. Maybe they just see someone who agrees with their beliefs, and maybe that's the only reason they bought the ticket.
Wow. Well, a good report there, Adam, and thank you for bringing it to us on Live at Noon.
Thanks, Max.